This week in Women in Sports, a Minnesotan in the Special Olympics secures a golden victory, the support behind her swimming success. Then, before catching that final round action at Hazeltine, some women veterans took part in a special PGA clinic, the program teaching golf while providing healing on the course. And later, running right into the record books. To be this good, you have to love it. What sets this marathoner apart?
WCCO's Women in Sports, sponsored by Franson Bank and Trust.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Amelia Santaniello. Here at WCCO, we are celebrating the highlights of female athletes in this digital segment called Women in Sports. We'll share news stories with you every week right here as we do our part to give these athletes the recognition they deserve. A Blaine mother has quite the story to tell. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield introduces us to the Liberian native who calls herself an accidental inspiration.
4, 3, 2, 1, in those butt kickers.
It's a hot Minnesota day.
All right, here we go.
And these athletes are especially feeling the burn.
It is a challenging workout, definitely, especially today.
And the writing is on the wall. This is a room full of tough women.
Give your leg a break.
At least I'll give my leg a break.
Agnes Cole is one of them.
11, there it is.
I think the day that I saw her doing jump ropes, I almost had a heart attack.
The busy wife and mother who runs a nonprofit helping children in Liberia started coming to Burn Boot Camp after an emotional slump.
So I was depressed. I was like, how can I? And I started eating. Can you imagine? I started eating. I was just eating.
So she started to work, and work, even though only one of her legs is working. Agnes was born with a limb difference.
Most often people think like the disability limits you, but I don't think it's the disability that limits us. It's the society.
She walked in and really no reservations, like, I'm gonna do this, and that was so impressive to me.
Like, what are some things we're proud of?
When I came there first, my strength, I couldn't even lift 15 pounds. And I'm so amazed about how my strength have increased and my confidence has increased. Just my independence, knowing that I'm able to do things in my own way.
She's gone from 15 to 40-pound weights. Sometimes she has to modify, but not often.
But I was like, look at you, like, that is pretty incredible.
And you didn't realize you were inspiring people, huh? You've heard that.
I know.
She still shows up with limitations, and so I'm like, if Agnes can do this and do it with a smile, because she's always smiling also, I can do it too.
Sometimes you inspire people and you don't even know that you are inspiring people.
But is she ever? Agnes Cole shows us how to give it all you've got. In Blaine, with photojournalist Nick Luneman, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO.
1, she did it.
Yay, Agnes. Well, basketball season is 12 months these days, and the top boys and girls high school teams played in a summer tournament this month. Mike Max has the story.
They gather at two sites, girls and boys basketball teams from across the state. They come to measure themselves in real time against real good competition.
The very best high school girls and boys basketball programs from class 4A to 3A to 2A and 1A, and we assemble them. Every team gets 2 games, and it's a formal event, so you have shot clock, stop time.
Justin Hegna knows it's his event, run through his company, Breakdown. What he has seen evolve is more than better basketball in the state. It's more basketball talk.
I think what's fun is when you get the top kids and the top players in this type of a setting, and we do a lot of stuff on our website to highlight them, it kind of kicks off, how did this team do against that team?
Continue to evolve.
Mark Klingsporn is the winningest active coach in the state at Tartan High School. He has seen the evolution of the game. What he likes about the now liberal rules that allow coaches to work with teams in the summer is that they can connect in the off-season, which can matter in season.
Yeah, this is the time that we're starting to get ready for next year already. Season ended last year with our last game. We're already starting to talk about next year, the day after our season was done.
That's part of the intent that summer basketball has become, an extension of what lies ahead.
I would say this is kind of the kickoff to the winter season from a high school side of things.
The long-standing club volleyball program, Minnesota's Northern Lights, added another banner. Their 16 and under team won the sprint division in the AAU Junior Volleyball National Championships in Orlando. It is billed the world's largest volleyball tournament, so congratulations, ladies. A Minnesota marathoner is running her way into the record book. Mike Max explains why she's now working toward another finish line.
Came back home and I just decided to one day sign up for a marathon, and that was 4 years ago today. I would have ran my first one in Duluth.
That was the start for Kate Frost. That led to qualifying for the Boston Marathon. And that led to...
And I just fell in love with the atmosphere and all the runners, and so then I decided my goal was going to be to do all the majors.
And that led to becoming the youngest female in the United States to complete all 7 major marathons because, well, she loves it.
It didn't start easy for me. It got easier as you train and stuff, but I would say everyone hates running. I really love it. So, I mean, I must just have something different than other people do.
Some call it weird, right?
Yeah, some call it weird, some call it crazy, but yes.
Do you get the runner's high?
For sure. Yeah, if I don't run every day, you can ask him.
You get a little ollie?
I'm crabby.
Him is her husband. And oh yeah, they just got married in the midst of her marathon season. What have you seen? What is it about her that drives her?
Yeah, she's awesome. She wakes up with a smile on her face and goes to bed with a smile. She inspires a lot of people just to have a good attitude and get outside and get active.
And what she has learned is that running marathons is not about the right stride, it's about the right attitude.
I think everyone should run one, and I think anybody can run one. I've watched so many people cross finish lines at so many races. Overweight, one leg running with a prosthetic, people pushing wheelchairs, just everything. And I mean, it's mental toughness.
And now that she has conquered the 7 majors, guess what? There's another goal.
Cape Town just became the 8th world major about a week ago.
So guess what's on your bucket list?
Yep. I'm going to put my name in the lottery for that one in May, end of May. So we'll see if I can get into that one.
Abby Murphy to the NHL. The Gophers' all-time leading goal scorer will be skating with the guys. She was named to the Edmonton Oilers development program, training, skating, and competing with some other young players. Gopher Chloe Premamano and UMD Bulldog Caitlin Kramer were named to the roster as well. It took a 3.5-hour rain delay, but the 3rd Women's Golf Major Championship of the season is now in the books from Hazeltine National in Chaska with a first-time major winner. It was windy early on, and Ina Yoon quickly gusted into the lead, and then it was Davy Weber ultimately finishing tied for 3rd. The back 9 belonged to Haeran Yu, bogeying 3 of her first 5, but got it back on track. She had a comfy lead on 18 and then sinks a par. Haeran Yu becomes the official winner at Hazeltine with 13 under par. It is the 25-year-old from Korea's first major championship. World number 1, Nelly Korda just could not get the putter going, and she finished tied for 8th after finding the water on 16. The game of golf is changing in the U.S. 72% of golfers are men and 28% women, but women are now driving 60% of the growth in the industry. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield shows us a local woman working to level out the greens.
At 5-iron in the North Loop, it's happy hour. Cheers! And nothing brings a smile like a good shot. Abby Swenson started taking those swings a few decades back, but it was a slow burn.
My dad and my stepdad would go in golf, and I didn't seem to care. And then I think I might have shown interest, and that's when my dad would tell me to meet him at the driving range after school.
When were you like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this?
I think I hated that I was missing out on opportunities at work. I think golf was coming up so much, and like already being a woman in tech, and like a lot of the times being the only woman there in general. And now I don't even feel confident to go on a golf course with, 3 guys and, oh, well, she just here to drive the golf cars.
So she started upping her game, but quickly realized things are better enjoyed shared.
There's literally just like no resource that was there at the time that would make it easy. I remember looking to join a golf league, and it was like I would have to call the golf course and be like, do you have a women's league? And then even then, like, Well, it's full.
So she created a league of her own, Northern Greens, women only. She hosts happy hours at simulators like this, range nights and tea times all over the metro. They even go up north for golf retreats.
All they have to do is sign up and everything else is taken care of. They just need to choose a tea time, understand some etiquette, and they can show up, know that like I'm gonna be with women in a safe place. I'm not gonna be with men or, I mean, a lot of these people are strangers when you first meet them. You don't know them, but you know that because they're coming through Northern Greens, that they're all there for a common reason because they want to build community in the golf space and provide a positive experience for people.
So far, it's been a hit. She's partnered with restaurants, brands, and golf courses. In just 2 years, she's recruited 550 women and hosted 130 events.
What feeling do people get from this group and this community?
Going as a woman on a golf course might be like probably one of the most scary or hard things that somebody can do. And if someone now has got the confidence to go play a round of golf and have a good time, and now they feel like, you know, I can go to the movies by myself, or I can maybe go sit at that restaurant bar and eat my dinner. I can do anything alone. My hope overall is it just helps instill confidence, like no matter what they do.
Elevating women and the game. With photojournalist Nick Luneman, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO Sports.
Northern Greens Golf Collective is always taking new members, and you can find them on their website, Facebook, or Instagram. All Olympic athletes could soon be getting paid for competing at the Games. The International Olympic Committee appears to be making moves after growing calls in recent years to pay prize money. The committee announced a $100 million fund. Athletes can apply for a $10,000 grant after the Games are over. The third edition of Olivia Miles versus Aussie Fudd. The two top picks in this year's WNBA draft are off to strong starts. The Lynx were looking to go 3-0 against the Wings. Minnesota led by 16 at halftime. It was an 8-point lead when Kayla McBride went to work draining threes. Eventually, she laid out 17 points. Minnesota native Paige Beckers led everyone with 25 for the Wings. Miles had 21 plus 8 assists. This game was one of her signature highlight reels. Lynx win again 85-77 and are still in first place. She is the hottest rookie in the WNBA and already being ranked as one of the best in the league. ESPN is out with its top 50 players in the WNBA. Lynx star Olivia Miles landed at number 6 on the list. The number 2 draft pick is a front runner for Rookie of the Year and also a contender for the MVP award. She was also named a starter for the All-Star team. Minnesota fans will recognize another name in the top 5. Hopkins native Paige Beckers is ranked 4th. She now plays for Dallas. And the top spot went to Aja Wilson with the Las Vegas Aces. Napheesa Collier is getting closer to game ready, and that could make this season even more interesting for the Lynx. She has rehabbed for the last couple of months, but now is finally allowed to practice. It's been a difficult 9 months getting back to this point, but she has been around the team and is aware of its potential.
So I think just naturally there's that learning curve, but that's why I'm in practice right now. So we can try to work out all those kinks. And I think thankfully all of our players are such, as Cheryl always recruits here, like team players, not I players. And so naturally they're always easy to play with.
Lynx coach Cheryl Reeve took a break from her busy WNBA schedule recently for an incredible honor. Reeve went to Knoxville to be inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. She is only the second WNBA coach to be inducted. Reeve joins Coach Van Chancellor, the former Houston Comets coach. Since 2010, Reeve has coached the Lynx, leading them to 4 championship wins, and she's also coached the U.S. Women's Olympic team, and they won their 8th consecutive gold medal in Paris. It's now official. Reeve has the most wins of any coach in the WNBA's history. This week's win against the Connecticut Sun marked the 380th regular season win. The best pro women's soccer team in the country is not happy with the upcoming playoff schedule, and that is your Minnesota Aurora. The team says that its bid to host the semifinals at TCO Stadium in Eagan was denied. Instead, they have to travel to Seattle this Saturday after playing on the East Coast this week. In a post online, the team says they've earned the right to host with the best record in the league, a premier facility, and the strongest fan support in the league. Adding to the team's frustration, the game starts at 9:30 p.m. Central. Well, we wish them the best of luck this weekend. It was not the comeback she was hoping for. Serena Williams lost her first round match at Wimbledon, her first singles match in nearly 4 years. The 44-year-old played well, but wasn't quite able to dominate like she used to. She went down in 3 sets to 20-year-old Maya Joint from Australia. Serena isn't done at the All England Club, however. She still plans to play doubles with her sister Venus. Thanks for watching this week's Women in Sports. I'm Amelia Santaniello, and we'll be back with more great stories next week.